Hi, it's Tony. I'm on my way to speak to Sofia Majewski from Speak2Us for the Small Interview Project. Today on the Small Interview Project, I'm with Sofia Majewski from Speak2Us. How are you today, Sofia?
Well, thanks, Tony.
That's good. Speak2Us, what is it you do?
Well, I sing, I play ukulele, I play squash, and I present a world music program on Art Sound FM here in Canberra. Now, what's that got to do with Speak2Us? I bring all of that into my business as a speaking coach.
Okay, how do you do that?
And I coach executives, groups and individuals in all of the techniques it takes to speak well, with confidence and whatever they're doing. Each of my clients has got a different purpose.
Right.
They're doctors, they're academics, they're executives, CEOs, and the thing they want to do, and they've always wanted to do, is to present with confidence.
Excellent. Well, I must say, maybe very nervous now interviewing you. So being a speaking coach, I need to make sure that I'm very careful as to what I say and how I say it, I guess. So I would be somebody you would coach if I was doing a series of interviews, I guess would be a client for you, wouldn't it, yes?
Indeed, Tony, and you know what I say, just to sort of lighten the moment, I say, I'm a speaking coach, and if you think that I'm critiquing every word that you say, you're right.
Oh, you made me feel much better now, Sophia. So tell me, very, very diverse business, obviously, and everybody speaks, so there's always a need for us all to speak. But why did you go into business? Why and how did you get into this industry?
Well, the catalyst was a voice.
Right.
I come from a family of singers.
Okay.
And from a Polish culture where speaking and singing are the same thing.
Right.
They sing and speak at the drop of a hat.
Okay.
So I put that to use along with music and all of the things that are required in a voice. You see, a voice needs to have interest and variety and rhythm, tone, all of those things in order to capture the audience's interest.
Definitely.
And these days there are so many distractions.
There are.
So you can't be monotone.
Yep.
And that's why I got into it.
Okay.
And if you think about it, all around Australia, at any given moment, there are hundreds of presenters at the conferences that people attend. And they're speaking to thousands of people in their audience.
Yeah.
And I'd love to be able to say that they all do a good job and they fulfil their mission, but they don't.
No, that's true.
More than 50% of them don't fulfil their particular reason for speaking. We've all been there.
Yeah.
And my mission is to improve the life of people who attend conferences by improving the skills of the people who present.
Good skill to pass on. If you had your time over again, what would you change? If you were starting up again, what would you change?
Tony, there's nothing that I would change about my mission or my niche.
Right.
I don't know anybody in Canberra who coaches the way I do, who gives such a personalised service and who focuses on the specific requirement that the client is speaking for.
Okay.
Like a doctor who might be passing an exam,
Yep.
like a real estate auctioneer who they go into contests, they
Yes.
compete against each other,
Yep.
and it's timed and there's all sorts of restrictions upon how they go about it. So I coach them for it.
Okay. So you wouldn't change that.
So I wouldn't change that.
But what about from a business context? Would you change anything in the way in which you've gone about building your business or building your brand?
Well, again, no, because I've built my brand and my business organically.
Right.
And now after this time, it's starting to blossom and grow, and I'm more of a maybe creative, freestyle person than one that would be systemised. So I'm happy for it to grow organically.
That's good. In the years you've been doing this, what's been your biggest challenge in business?
My biggest challenge in business is to confine my business to its rightful place in my life. Now, you know, it's interesting. I used to speak to business people and I would say, look, I know that business, particularly small business where you're the owner-operator, is a 48-hour-a-week job.
Yep.
There's 24 hours of doing and 24 hours of thinking. So if you're not thinking, you're doing, and vice versa.
Right. With all the diverse list of things you mentioned at the start of the interview as to what you do with your radio and all those other things, how do you focus on working on your business? Well, focusing working on your business to start with, but how do you actually also work on that versus in the business?
Well, I have found that it balances out.
Right.
Even though, retrospectively, so I look at it going backwards.
Right.
As I said, I'm more of a freestyle solo operator than a systematic strategic one, but somehow it balances out, and particularly since I'm happy for my business to grow organically.
Right, okay, that's good. So have you found that your business now tends to be more referral based on clients who have been coming previously and they're talking about you and everything, if you're so diverse in what you do?
Bits of both, and I guess to illustrate that, I'm now the speaking coach for TEDx Canberra.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
And in September they'll be having their annual event,
Yep.
and that's 14 speakers.
Wow.
To help to polish their speeches and their performance.
So you'll be coaching each of those 14 speakers
I
as a
will.
part of that program? Yeah.
My coaching will be offered to them,
Right.
and most of them take it up. We have an event in April,
Okay.
and 4 speakers for that
Oh,
that
that's
I've
good.
been working with.
Okay, excellent. Nice little plug for TEDx there, so that's good.
Indeed.
And one last question for you, Sophia. Somebody new going into business, would you have any advice or tips you could offer them?
Yes, I do. I would say to them, in business you need to be authentic. It's mind, body and voice need to connect. And people can pick up if you're not authentic. So I would say, are you a good fit for your business? Do you fit your business? Does your business fit you?
Yep.
Do you under-promise and over-deliver? And if you can't say yes to all of those, then chances are you're not enjoying your business and not enjoying your life. Because we need to be authentic, whether we're doing, whether we're speaking, and whether we're thinking.
Absolutely.
And particularly speaking.
Absolutely. Sophia, thank you very much for a very entertaining interview today. So thank you for your time and good luck with everything.
Thank you, Tony.